So we're walking across Spain on the Camino de Santiago, days 5 to 8.
Day 5, we're just about to get on the road from Pamplona, which we love, to Puente la Reina. Just putting everything back in our bags. We're off. We are hiking from Pamplona to Puente la Reina, or Puente la Reina, whatever, past the famous Alto del Perdon that was featured in The Way, for anyone who's watched that. We're almost 8K out of Pamplona, and it is ominous. So we were trying super hard to get out of the rain clouds as fast as we can so that we don't get stuck in rain. Anyways, farm fields, and that's the view. So one of the things about the Camino de Santiago is that you have this passport. Everyone's kind of looks a little different. Ours is a Canadian one. And every day you have to get it stamped somewhere along the way to prove that you've done the 100K. Just arrived to one of the most iconic points on the Camino de Santiago. It's a set of pilgrim statues called Alto del Perdon. Alto del Perdon. Yeah. Anyways, it's featured in The Way. It's very iconic. Everyone wants to take a picture of it. It's at the top of a bit of a tough climb. We're stopping for snacks and then cheering on people as they come up the hill. $17.4K into our day 5 on the way to Puente la Reina. We just entered in this town. I can't remember what it's called or pronounce it. We're looking for a cafe to maybe get a coffee and kick our boots off before we finish the last 7. And then this is G and his friend. We just met him a couple days ago, but we keep seeing him on the trail. And this is like the positive part of the Camino de Santiago is that like you meet these people while walking and like bump into them. Then you end up walking together and staying together and eating together. Like it's a pretty cool community. We have 7K to go, and every day we make it a rule. Stop at a cafe, get a cappuccino. The new rule is that it has to be after halfway. But look at all the other pilgrims. Stopping for a coffee. Then we finish the last 7K and we can shower. Got about 1K left to go. Puente la Reina. And I think we're both getting pretty tired. Or at least feet are tired. No, I'm tired. I'm ready for a rest. We've been walking for like 6 hours. So we do take breaks for coffee, but I'm tired. It is day 6 of our Camino de Santiago, and it was pouring rain this morning, and everyone just threw on their raincoats and whatever. I checked the radar, and this green cloud is aggressive. So Graham and I last minute sent our bags ahead to the next hotel. So they have a service, if you don't feel like carrying your bag, where they, for €5, they pick up your bag at the Albergue that you're in, and then they just drive it to the next spot. And if people can do it if they get tired and if they don't want to carry it or if they can afford it, we can't. Except for the fear of having to dry out everything or walk 20 kilometers with a heavy bag in the rain was good enough. But I caught the dude coming in to pick up people's bags, and I asked him last minute if he'd take ours, and he did, so we're naked. 21 kilometers from Puente la Reina to Estella. So that's what we're gonna crush today. So we made it to our second town. I can't remember what this town's called, but I will put it in there. I had probably the worst sleep of our Camino yesterday. It affects me more than I thought it was gonna affect me, but there are some serious snorers. And like, not like normal hostel snorers, but like people have been hiking for 20, 30 kilometers and they get there and they pass out and then they're snoring. There's always one dude who's super loud. Normally I'm really chill with snoring, but on the Camino it seems a whole different vibe. Yeah, probably got about 1 hour of sleep yesterday, maybe 2. So struggling. And we're just trying to cruise through as fast as we can get to the next one so that we can take a nap. But the town's been really cool, so there's that. $1K.
But actually here is quite cheap because it's
Found me chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it's not cheap in Canada.
This is exactly what I wanted because I'm so tired because I can't ever sleep here. Good morning on what I think is day 7. We are walking from Estella to Los Arcos today. It is still raining, so we decided we'd sleep in. We didn't leave till 9. A lot of people leave at 6 o'clock. It's just not that big of a reason, especially on a rainy, cold day. And we're also walking past a very famous point in the Camino, which is a wine fountain. Okay, we are coming up on something really, really cool, very Camino. Just outside of Estella, wine fountain. So one side of it drips out red wine and the other one does water. Modern historically, I guess. People would take their shells that we would carry on our backpacks and fill them up with red wine and have a sip of wine. We're about to do that now. Oh, it smells like wine. Wine. Water for losers like me.
Oh, look at this.
And there is the monastery we got our wine from. Graham's still drinking his wine from the monastery. We're fine to go. So now we have a fork in the road. They both go to the same city. This one goes through more cities and it's like a little bit along the highway. This one goes through the forest and goes through like nothing. So naturally, we're going through the forest because it sounds nicer. We have 0 regrets. Also, if it rains, it's covered. This is our route. There we go, up there, up there, up there. In case you're wondering what it looks like. Yeah. Crush it.
Got it?
Just about 1 hour to go, like 5K to Los Arcos. Weather holding out for us, even some sun. We took the alternative route. We finally found more pilgrims. It's been a pretty easy day though, yeah? Yeah. We made it to Los Arcos. We're 21 kilometers and now this is the town. We're on the outskirts. And trying to find our albergue for the night. How do you know you're going the right way? It's so good. Post Camino snacks. We earned it. Day in the life of a modern pilgrim on the Camino. We woke up at 7 and we have to be out of the albergue by 8:30, which is normal. So we're just heading down to breakfast. Sometimes it's included, sometimes it's not. This one costs us €3, whatever. It's usually just toast and coffee and jam. But that's enough to sustain us at least 2 hours. And then when we get to the next city, we'll stop and have a pastry or tortilla. Yeah, here we go. What's that? Is that more toast and jam?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Good morning from Camino day 8. We are doing the longest day we've done so far. We are doing 28 kilometers from Los Arcos to Logroño. Or we might actually stay an extra day because it looks like a cool city. It's cold out today, so I have a tea hat. But hopefully no rain. Whew. Pilgrims ahead. Pilgrims up there. There is Los Arcos. Bye. So part of the Camino is that we have to collect these stamps along the way every day to prove that we travel the Camino or whatever. So usually you can like walk into churches or get stamps there, or in the cafes, or in your albergue. So we just pulled over in this little town, Torres del Rio, and this little teeny tiny church. It's like a little square, like it's like a cross and square basilica without the square or cross. And we walk in, and they charged us €1 for a stamp. Those are free. We tried to leave and he yelled at us. We're like, oh, sorry, we didn't mean to be here. And he's like, no, you stepped in. You're paying your €1. It's the best $4 stamp I've ever paid. Probably don't do that. Actually, after work, we are 18 kilometers done with just 10 to go. We pulled over and got some tapas. And now we're just heading out of town. We found our favorite snack so far, which is this picante corn nut mix. Delicious. And so we're just gonna snack and do the next 10K and take our shoes off. 6.3K left to Logroño and 2.8 left to La Rioja, the next province. So, almost there. That means it is in the next province. And that means at 5K is when we start complaining about our feet. Never before do we complain about our feet. Only at 5K left. Changing provinces. Goodbye, Navarra. Hello, Rioja. We are in Logroño. Just so close to our albergue. Feet are so tired. We're focused now, but we made it. Our first big day. And yeah, the city looks super cool. Well, on the Camino, because you finish in like the afternoon, you have a little bit of time to explore the cities. We're gonna like 3 o'clock and then spent like 2 hours just relaxing and chill with our feet. Now we're just wandering around Logroño. And apparently there's a street here that has at 7 o'clock just a bunch of different tapas. Or pinchos, as it is in this region. So you just like grab a tapa or pincho and a drink and then move on to the next one. So we're just waiting for that to open at 7 and then we're gonna have pinchos for dinner.
I think they're all done. Yeah, perfect.
I know what I'm gonna get. Oh, that's a good idea.